So in these two congruent triangles, we have the corresponding vertex, like x is corresponding to p, y and q, z and r, right? The corresponding vertices are x and p, y and q, z and r, and the corresponding sides, if you look here, xy and pq, these are corresponding side, xz and pr. Again yz and qr are also corresponding sides. So I am again repeating, the corresponding vertices are x and p, they are corresponding, y and q, z and r, and the corresponding sides are, if you look here, xy side is corresponding to pq, yz side is corresponding to qr, and xz and pr are also corresponding sides. And if I talk about the corresponding angles in this two figure, x and p, these are corresponding angles, y and q, these are also corresponding angle, z and r, they are also corresponding angle. So in this above case, the correspondence is denoted by this. These are x is corresponding to p. There is also correspondence between y and q, z and r. Now next I am going to discuss the criteria for congruency of two triangles. The first criteria is SSS, side, side, side congruency, right? Now two triangles are congruent if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle. I am again going to discuss the first criteria, that is SSS, side, side, side congruency. Two triangles are said to be congruent if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle. Here in this diagram, the side AB is equal to side PQ, side BC is equal to side QR, and side AC is equal to side PR, right? So I am again repeating, side AB is equal to side PQ, side BC is equal to side QR, and side AC is equal to side PR. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR because the corresponding sides are equal. The second criteria is side angle side, SAS, that is side angle side congruency. The axiom is 7.1 in your NCERT book. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of other triangle, right? Again, two triangles are said to be congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of other triangle. Like in this case, side AB is equal to side PQ, angle B is equal to angle Q, and side BC is equal to side QR. So we have the side AB is equal to side PQ, side BC is equal to side QR, and the angle included between these two sides is angle B is equal to the corresponding angle of this triangle, angle Q. So we have two sides and the included angle of one triangle is equal to the two sides and the included angle of another triangle. So these two triangles are equal. So these two triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now I am going to discuss one example. Example number 1. The diagram is given in your NCERT book. In this diagram 7.8, the side OA is equal to side OB and side OD is equal to side OC. Then you need to prove that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC and AD parallel to BC, right? So you have to prove triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. Now in these two triangle, in triangle AOD and triangle BOC, we are given side AOA is equal to side OB. We are again side OA is equal to side OB. This is given. Next, side OD is equal to side OC. This is also given. Now if you look here, these two sides, side AB and side CD, are intersecting at O. That means angle AOD must be equal to angle BOC. These two are vertically opposite angles, right? So we have OA is equal to OB, this is given. OD is equal to OC is also given. Angle AOD is equal to angle BOC, vertically opposite angles. So these two triangles are going to be congruent. So that means triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. By which criteria? If you look here, two sides, side OA, side OB, they are equal. Side OD and OC are equal. And the included angle AOD is equal to the included angle of other triangle BOC. So by side angle side, right, by SAS criteria, these two triangles are congruent. Second, you need to prove line AD is parallel to line BC. Now we have these two triangles are congruent, and we know that the corresponding part of the congruent triangles are equal. So by CPCT, angle OAD, this is your angle OAD, right? Angle OAD must be equal to angle OBC. I am again repeating, by CPCT, angle OAD. This is your angle A, and we are going to denote it by OAD. This is equal to this angle, right? The corresponding part of congruent triangle by CPCT, these two angles are equal, or we write like them. Angle OAD is equal to angle OBC by CPCT, and they form a pair of alternate angles. If you look here, these two angles are forming a pair of alternate angle for the line segments AD and BC, and these two angles are also equal. So this is possible when line AD is parallel to line BC.